I had absolutely no idea what to film today until I looked in the mirror this morning. I have definitely looked a lot better and felt a lot better. I have the worst hay fever. Hay fever hates me at the moment. I've got up this morning, shoved my hair in a bun, and yeah, this is me in my true form. My hair definitely needs a good sorting out. I found a spider in my hair this morning, so that's how my day is going today. So I need to put some makeup on my face, I need to sort my hair out, and I couldn't name this tutorial anything other than a 0 to 100 I think today. Anything above 0 I'm happy with today. I'm going to be tackling hair last in this video because I don't feel like taking it down right now. Don't want to tackle that at this moment, and it's out of my face at the moment, so I haven't got to worry about it while I do my makeup. I did put my moisturiser on this morning after I got ready. I'm just going to quickly spray my face with the Mario Badescu Aloe Vera Cucumber and Green Tea. I'm hoping this will like refresh me a little bit and wake me up a little bit. For a bit of luminosity, I'm going to use the MAC Strobe Cream next. This is also like a moisturiser as well, so it's just going to give me a bit more of hydration. And I need all the hydration I can get. My hay fever hates me at the moment. I don't know why it's got so bad. I feel like I've got like the worst cold, but I haven't got a cold. So if I sound groggy, that is why. So looking a little bit more refreshed now. I'm going to move on to brows quickly. I'm going to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This colour chocolate is maybe a little bit too red for me, but I am a little bit more gingery now. We've hit the summer. My hair always goes dead light, so it should be an okay match. Okay, so brows are on. I'm just going to quickly go through them with some brow gel. This is by Pixie by Petra, and I feel like even just doing your brows makes such a huge difference. So we'll start with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Absolutely love this. This is just a little bit dark for me today because I haven't fake tanned again, which also doesn't make me look great. So I like this because it's a nice full coverage. It's so comfortable as well, especially somebody like me who has dry skin. It's not like super glowy, but it doesn't dry down completely matte, which is nice. I don't actually know why I always do brows first because I always end up having to go over them anyway. But I feel like I can't do anything without brows. I especially can't do my eyeshadow without any brows on. If I do anything else, I'm actually just going to pop a little bit of lip balm on. This is from Kiehl's. My lips are so dry. This smells insane as well. This one is the cranberry one. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer, I think. I'm not sure what shade this is in, but I think it's the Neutralizer shade. I know I always use my Makeup Revolution one usually. So I'm switching it up a bit. I definitely need to be a lot brighter under my eyes, so this hopefully will brighten up all my dark circles. And I'm not going to put any on my eyelid because I've got the P. Louise base for that. Okay, we're looking a lot better. For a little bit of extra coverage in the inner corners, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix Concealer. This is in the shade NC25. And I like this, like right in the very inner corners. And like right in there. I always find I'm so dark in there. This one's also really nice because it's actually quite lightweight. It's not like the Studio Fix foundation at all. It's really thin. Moving on to cream bronzer now, I'm going to use a fancy one today. This is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. It's absolutely lovely. It's such a nice cream bronzer and it's really nice for the summer as well if you want to wear like just this on its own. I do that quite often if I go on holiday. So I'm just going to use this to go in my contour a bit and then I'll bring it up onto my cheeks like as a bronzer as well. And it's really, really nice colour for like more fairer skin tones. It's really beautiful. Let me know what you guys are doing on your summer holidays as well, because I presume everyone's like finished school and college and everything for the summer. So if you're going anywhere nice, let me know. If you're doing anything nice, let me know. I wish I still had school holidays. Okay, and then to set, I'm going to use the RCMA No Colour Powder. And I find with this, like I can only use like a really small amount, or it does look a little bit white sometimes. So I only just use a tiny bit under my eyes and then like down the centre of my face. Don't usually set anywhere else with a loose powder, only because I am so dry, and it's nice to keep the luminosity of your foundation, I think. Or I might as well have just used a completely matte foundation. I only have my Milani bronzer, so I'm just going to have to use that. I'm going to try and sort of tap it on rather than swirl it all around, because I don't want to move my foundation that's underneath. Then I do have this contour palette from NYX, which I am going to use. I'm going to use a tiny bit of the darker one first, just in my contour, and then I'm going to bring it up onto my cheek so it darkens up my bronzer a little bit. I always end up going in too heavy with the bronzer, but never mind. So I'm going to use a bit of the P. Louise base just to sort of cover any imperfections. My eyes are quite dark at the moment, so definitely want to try and cover those up. So I'm just going to pat this all over my lid, and then I'll take it up to my brow as well, just so I can sharpen underneath. So for eyeshadows, I'm going to use the Good Old Faithful Modern Renaissance palette. Absolutely love this. I feel like you cannot go wrong with this palette. So I'm just going to go in with a couple of shades, pop a winged eyeliner on, shove some lashes on, and then we're good to go. So I'm going to start with Burnt Orange, which is this one. Yes, I'm using a dirty brush because I am that person and I haven't got anything to clean it with, so mainly keeping this to the outer corner. I really just want like a wash of colour really, just so it kind of blends in with the bronzers that I've used and everything. Also going to use a tiny bit of Raw Sienna, which is the end one. Same brush again, because again I am that person. And we're not going for anything too fancy. I'm gonna look glam, but we're not going into too heavy on the eyes today. Okay, and then for the eyelid, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of a Tempera, which is the top corner one. I think I'm just going to pick this up on my finger and just sort of tap it over my lid. Only just to kind of set that base in place for the day. Okay, and then we can move on to winged eyeliner. And I know this is a 10-minute makeup tutorial, and liner can sometimes go horribly wrong. Or it can be just really easy because you don't have to really do anything else to the eyes, and the eyeliner is like your statement piece. I'm willing to take the risk today. I'm just taking it on a fine liner brush, and I use the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner. And then I'm going to pop some lashes on. These are the Iconic Lights, I think. Blush, I'm going to use my palette from Primark. This is called the Matte and Shimmer Blush Palette. And I like to mix them two together, and not too much because they are super pigmented. I'm not really a blush person, but I do feel like it does make a little bit of a difference, and it does add a nice bit of colour to your cheeks. And then for my highlight, I'm going to use the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, because I feel like I haven't used this for ages. So I'm going to dip my brush in, pick up quite a bit, and then the more you sort of buff it in, the more nice and like shimmery it looks. I'm going to use the shimmery shade out of this palette, so that more like silvery one. Just look a little bit brighter in my inner corner. For lips, I've been dying to use the new liquid lipsticks which I got in my mystery box from Jeffree store. If you want to see everything that I got, I'll leave it in that corner. So I'm going to use the Question Mark, which is the one that only came in this box and the medium box. It's like a really nice pinky nude, and I never really go for like them type of shades. So I'm going to do a darker lip liner. So I picked Soar because that's more of like a rosy tone as well. I think that's face done, so I'm just going to spray my face again with that same Mami Urbidesco. And then I think we can move on to hair. I don't think you're going to be able to see a huge amount. I'm going to try and move back a little bit. So my plan for hair is to just take it down, brush it through and straighten it through, because one, I'm absolutely terrible at hair. I don't really know how to do anything with it. I also don't have like any hair products, so I don't even know like what to put in it to help style it. Oh god. It is hair washing night tonight, so I'm not sort of too worried, but it definitely needs a good brush. I also don't actually straighten my hair every day. I try not to use like a lot of heat on it. I'll like wash it and straighten it that night, and if I take my time in straightening, then I don't have to straighten it again for like a couple of days, which is good. Also, I have been promising a skincare routine. So if you're also interested in what I'm using for my skincare, because I feel like I've got quite a bougie routine at the moment, I'm really happy with the products that I'm using, so just let me know. Having to use the viewfinder as my mirror as well, so I'm sorry if I'm being rude and not looking straight into the camera. Also, let me know if there's any videos in particular that you want to see over the summer. I know somebody has already suggested a more high-end makeup routine, because I do use a lot of high-end products, but I also do a lot of like a drugstore makeup tutorials. So if you want me to do like a high-end one, let me know. I'm probably going to do it anyway because one of you has already suggested it. Also, someone suggested like an eyeliner tutorial and like tips and tricks on that, which I am probably going to do as well because I think that would be quite helpful. So if there is anything else, like how-to tutorials or anything that you would need help with, or if you just like any old makeup tutorials, then just let me know. Okay guys, so that is my 0 to 100 in 10 minutes. I really hope you liked today's tutorial. Definitely looking a little bit better than I did earlier, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments below. Please give it a big thumbs up as well if you did, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!